Hey, Sean O'Rourke here with another reaction to Black Clover this time. A series I feel like that doesn't get enough attention from what I see online. And how did I get into this series is pretty straightforward, honestly. At the beginning of quarantine, me and my girlfriend, we were kind of just looking for stuff to watch. We watched a couple of different other series. And then I was like, hey, what about Black Clover? Like, I had read the first few chapters, like, years back. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good, but just, like, fell off it. No real reason. You know, that just happens sometimes. And we popped it on, and we binged 130 episodes over the course of, like, 2 weeks. So I'm going to say I like this series quite a bit. From a series that I was kind of like, yeah, this is cool, but I'm not going to read it right now, to, like, probably one of my favorite series going on right now. Top 2 or 3, I would even argue. Not for a little debate, for sure. But last chapter ended on not necessarily a cliffhanger. I mean, I guess you could argue it is, because Asta essentially gave up a body part to his demon. And I'm looking at that last panel from chapter 258. And, you know, it's his whole arm, his entire right arm, with this gigantic blade in his hand. And I'm just sitting here wondering, is he going to actually lose his arm? And then that's going to be like a thing? Because right now, they really can't afford to have Asta out of commission with some major injury. I mean, Guac almost died like a few weeks ago. And now Asta, like, okay, you might beat Dante, who has been super OP at this point. You know, Yami can't even beat this guy. So what does that tell you? I guess we're going to find out. Maybe he doesn't lose the arm. Maybe it's permanently demonic. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what that exchange of power is going to, you know, like what the end result is. You know, I don't think it's going to be like a full-on Naruto thing, which, I mean, it's hard not to compare the two in this particular context, where Naruto, when he would get, you know, powers from the Fox Demon, he would totally lose his mind, and his power would shoot through the roof, and it created some great moments in Shippuden specifically. But I think this is going to be handled a little differently. I think, like I said, is he going to lose the arm? I don't think so, but it could happen. Could be some permanent curse on his arm, maybe. Kind of like the Queen of the Heart Kingdom has, like on her stomach from Megacoola. But again, the last page of last week, the double page spread, the last chapter, I should say, is Asta charging at Dante with this sword, and Yami kind of smiling and watching. Who's, by the way, Yami's pretty fucked up too. Like they've both taken a beating in this fight. And here comes Asta with this black arm, with this, you know, this sword in his hand. And he's got the horn coming in. Half of his hair's black. I can already see, you know, it's a little bit harder to tell in the manga, but in the anime, he has the 2 different color eyes. You can kind of see, like, the way that it was shaded to Bada. He kind of puts a little gray over the one eye. And really been enjoying this so far. Kind of waiting for the anime to get through this filler. I mean, I don't mind the filler because, you know, there's so much happening right now. They could just pound through this pretty quickly. But let's get into this. So Black Clover, chapter 259. And we start with the demon, the devil, I should say, inside Asta. And I really love how these speech bubbles are drawn, where it's kind of like, it's not your normal speech bubble. Like, you know it's a devil talking. It has all this, like, squiggly crap coming off the edges. I don't know, I like it a lot. So he goes, "You've got 50 seconds. That right arm isn't like it was before, when I just dribbled power into you." And I think that's what he would sound like, right? "It is power itself. Your body won't hold out past 50 seconds. So maybe he won't actually lose an arm. Well, let's see. And Asta, he's coming in. He's got the sword going like this. He's got like a Hulk arm going here. He's like, that's long enough. Well, he's done more damage in less time in the past. Wow. So the next page, we get the title of the chapter, Raging Bull Unison. I feel like Yami's going to be involved with that, or the other characters that are there. I believe Gray's there, Gouache is there. Henry might be there. I'm trying to remember if he's there. I guess he would be, right? And I think Charmy is there, but don't quote me on that. No, you know what? Charmy isn't there. Let's get into it. Who cares? So Asta, he comes flying at Dante, who is just like in this massive form now, by the way. And we get a close-up on him after he kind of like swipes towards Asta. And holy cow, he's like, and all these like, I can't even call them anything but like tendrils, like muscle tendrils shoot out of his body into Asta, pushing him back, which a little disappointing, but we got a whole chapter to go. And Asta kind of falls to the ground, and oh yeah, you know what it is? It's actually he detached his arm on that previous page because he can just regenerate it, and threw that at Asta. And he's laughing. Holy shit. I go to the next page. This guy is turned into like Ashura Doji or some shit. Well, not Ashura Doji, like Asura, I guess is what I mean to say. Ashura Doji's a One Piece character. But he's like pulling the old Hachi move. He's got 4 giant swords. He's got like 4 arms. This guy's going full Akira here. Like he's got freaking tendrils and shit coming all off of him. It's creepy as hell looking. And he's just, screaming, "Well done, boy!" And he's just encroaching on Asta fast. And Yami charges in, thinking to himself, the way he's fighting, he's really watching out for Asta's attacks. And we get a close-up on Asta's arm. And he goes, "Is that right arm radiating anti-magic? If Asta lands a clean hit on that guy, we can win this." And Yami shouts out, "Way to show him how it's done, Asta!" And he thinks to himself again, in that case, put even more into this. And he comes down, boom, right on the top of Dante, but he blocks it. And Asta's like, "That's my line, Captain Yami!" Oh yeah, Fenrir's there. Fenrir. Those two, they're both moving randomly. They are just going in on Dante. But it feels as if they're synchronized with each other. Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time when they went against Lich the first time. You remember that when, he was, I sensed him through Ki, and they were basically fighting in unison. Like, they're a great pair. Asta knows how to work well together with his teammates in the Black Bulls. And we get this awesome, not quite a double-page spread, but this shot at the bottom here, where you have flanking Dante getting attacked by both of them. Asta and Yami both basically like, Yami screaming, Asta smiling. It's pretty cool. And we get this line. I'm assuming this is from Fenrir. And he goes, and even under the circumstances, they look like they're having fun. Yeah, they kind of do, right? Slicing the shit out of this guy, by the way, who is just smiling, laughing. He doesn't think he can lose. And Dante goes, "I'll crush all of this, and we'll win." And he gets Asta, it looks like, with a slice, like kind of a vertical slice. And he drops the Akira juices on him. Time remaining for Asta's Devil Fruit power, 8 seconds. Oh, I guess that's the narrator. Shit. And Asta yells out, "Demon Dweller!" And it fucking comes out of the ground and starts heading towards him. And Yami's blocking a shot with his sword. And Asta just has the hand out, like, ready to receive it. What is that? Oh, no! Dante, he shot out, like, those tentacles and grabbed it midair. And Asta's just like, okay. Pulls out his grimoire. Demon Destroyer! Remaining time, 3 seconds. Oh, man, they do this huge shot. Yami does, like, that portal dispersion move where he, like, goes like this. And it's almost like the shockwave, like, kind of like a super more, like, way more powerful version of Zoro's, like, 360-pound cannon. And Dante's like, "I am indestructible. It's over." Like, this guy, like, I hate to keep referencing Akira here, but, like, holy shit. He's, like, reforming, and it's all these tendrils and stuff. The tendrils, actually, now that I mention that, specifically, I mean, I didn't read the manga of this, so I don't know if it was different. I actually started reading the manga when I caught up. Was kind of, like, right as the war against the Diamond Kingdom was starting. So I guess it's a great spot to pick up, right? He yells, "It's over!" And next page, Time remaining 1 second. Yo! Never in my days of watching and reading this, even if there's been a short period of time, did I expect this to happen. Yami literally tosses Asta his fucking katana. 1 second, he's got it in his hands. Oh my god, he imbues it with hockey. No, I'm just kidding. Demon energy, anti-magic, I guess. And when they animate this, you know the theme song is playing over this fucking scene, right? And he comes in. Is he gonna do like a dimensional slash? Like a homage to Yami? I think he might. He's coming down. You know, I can hear the fucking music going. And it's coming down. And you could see like how he's being sliced. Like Dante's eyeball is witnessing it coming down towards him. Whoa! Holy shit! Asta just slices him like literally in half. Bisects this guy. And we get the other Bulls' reactions. They're all watching this. And, dude, this guy drops like a fucking sack of potatoes. I don't think he's regenerating from that. The guy's on the ground. His crown fell off. He's got this massive gash across his chest like this. You know, complete the One Piece references here. It's basically what happened to Zoro at the beginning of the series from Mihawk. And, Asta's just holding the katana with that devil arm going, we win. Wow. I don't even have words. This is a fucking 10 out of 10 without a doubt. You know, I don't know what I can really say about this series. It's unbelievable how consistently amazing it is. And, you know, this series does a thing a lot of the time, or most of the time, I guess I should say, where they will present these, like, ultra-powerful characters, and you think, okay, well, we're going to get them later in the arc, and then they're just like, it's happening now. We're sending in the big guy in the beginning of the arc. Like, when Dante first showed up to the Bulls, you're like, oh, shit. And it appears he's been defeated. Will that be forever? I don't know. This is, he looks fucked and he's done. He's done for now. For the foreseeable future. And I guess the question now is, what happens next? You still have his daughter and his son are out there. Last we saw the daughter, she was basically just destroying Noelle and Mimosa and the Queen. And, you know, I literally am. I'm at a loss for words here. That was for a series that is jam-packed in my opinion of great. And can I use the word enough? Amazing moments. This might go up there. This is like one of the best fights that we've seen that didn't involve Yuno, actually, specifically. Anytime Asta and Yami get together, though, like, they put in work. I guess my predictions for the next chapter are going to be kind of what I was talking about earlier with Asta's arm. Like, what is that going to mean? Is his arm just going to be this black arm now? Is it going to fall off? Is he going to have a curse, like, going around his arm? What are the consequences? Is he going to be, like, KO'd on his ass after this? I would like to see Yami give him his sword again. That was cool. I mean, I guess you could beat it to death if you did that, but yeah, I want to see what happens next chapter. I feel like we're not going to go back to Asta, you know, right away. I feel like, you know, we're going to get one of the things where we go to a different character. We're going to go to Yuno. We haven't seen him in a while. He got the shit beat out of him, and we kind of just haven't seen him in a while. But if we do come back to this scene, my mind is friggin' racing. There's so many things that, you know, I feel like this guy's not, someone's going to come in and save him. Who that is, I have no idea. Are they really going to get this guy and throw him in jail? Like, maybe. I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. But that was Black Clover chapter 260. Or 259, excuse me. 260 is out next week. And This series is so good. If you're not reading it, well, first of all, I don't know why you would watch this video. Siri trying to talk to me. If you're not reading or watching this series, you're really missing out. If you like the shonen genre, or, you know, series like One Piece or My Hero or anything in that vein, honestly. Yeah, really looking forward to 260. Again, I'm at a loss for words. I don't really have too many predictions right now. I'm kind of hoping we find out what happened with Zora, specifically, because, you know, last we heard was he's like, you know, buddies with Magna now, and they haven't really been introduced since, you know, the time skip, and a few other characters floating around. I kind of want to see what happens with Rills and Charmy. I kind of like that dynamic, and again, you know what's going on with that. And have we seen the Wizard King since the time skip? I forget. I just want to see if he looks any different. I know it's only 6 months, but that would bring me a little joy. He can't really do anything offensively, but he's one of my favorite characters. Just always constantly amazed by the magic. I mean, honestly, with that said, they could capture Dante, bring him back to the capital. You know, if they do that, the king, the Wizard King, Julius, is going to be like, you know, the big eyes. Ooh, what magic do you use? Oh, he has a devil, and he can regenerate. Whoa! You know, I kind of look forward to that, actually, now that I put it to words. So, I'm going to end it here, and let me know if you like this in the comments, and what do you think's going to happen? But, I'm Sean O'Rourke, and thanks for watching.